Hello and good morning everyone. My name is Xavier Wells. My student number is 202856052, and today I will talk about alloy. For your information, almost every piece of metal we use in our daily life is an alloy. Whether it's the wheels of our cars, the coffee we eat with, or even the jewelry we wear. But what's an alloy and how are they made? Alloy are essentially a mixture of a base metal and one or more additional elements. Combining metals like this produces a material with very different properties to the individual metals on their own. And this technology isn't new. In fact, humans have been using and making alloy for thousands of years. The very earliest example is bronze, which is an alloy of copper and tin that started being produced around 5,000 years ago. Adding tin to a copper reduces the melting point and results in a stronger, harder product that's easier to cast and better for turning into tools and weapons than copper is on. After its been discovered, the benefits of alloy has been spread widely and gave its name to the human story, the Bronze Age. Another example of an alloy is solder, a low melting point alloy of lead and tin that used to connect components on electronic circuit boards and to join copper pipes together around the house. But where strength is priority, steel, which is a mixture of iron and carbon with trace amount of a few other metals, is hard to beat. Other than that, alloy also can prevent metal from corroding. Stainless steel, which is made by mixing steel and chromium, is protected from corrosion by a thin layer of chromium oxide that forms on the surface. And because it won't rust, it can be used for anything from cutlery to car parts. Another important use of alloy today is turbine blade of jet engines that we use to go to our holiday. Nickel aluminum have been used for this purpose since Frank Whittler's earliest design in the 1950s. Because nickel is light and have high melting point, meaning it can withstand the high temperatures inside the engine. The added aluminum also makes the alloy lighter and stronger. Next, alloying also can stop the dislocation from spreading by making alloy harder than the metal it's on. Let's look at the lattice structures where some of base metal atoms have been replaced with atoms from added element known as solute. The solute atom will have different bonding properties to the base metal that can either repel or attract to the end, that helping to hold in place, stopping the dislocation in tracks. This increases hardness. That's why much of our golden jewelry is not pure gold, which will be far too soft. But in fact, alloy of gold with metals like copper, palladium, or nickel added to increase the strength and durability of the piece of our jewelry. Another way to stop the dislocation spread through an alloy is by made up as many tiny crystals as possible by cooling them quickly once they've been cast. The joint between the crystal, known as boundaries, act like a wall that stop the dislocation from spreading through an alloy, making it more stronger. This is used to make the aluminum alloy more harder that we can use it for our wheels in cars. So in conclusion, we make alloy to change the properties of metal to suit the jobs we need them for. We can change the crystallistic of alloy behave, either hardness, strength, and melting point. Predicting what properties of different combination of base metal and solute will have. However, it's still difficult and practice still based on what we know about the properties on current existing alloy. That's it for now. To get more answer about alloy, I suggest you to learn chemist. After yeah, dapat really difficult and current practice. This is used to make the aluminum alloy harder that we use for our wheel cars. that we use for wheels in cars.